I've learned a terrible truth. Truth no man should learn. I knew it was him. I learned that the 1-2 oatmeal part where I got it wrong. Oh no, I'm such an idiot. I like the secret because in this song's nice. Here, Lynn, it's what triumph is that instead of I don't even know anymore. My brain has forgotten about it. It has erased this useless information. Kind of weird this door stays open, isn't it? We're so used to Doom doors that always just shut the instant you walk in. But when it doesn't, it just feels a little bit off. Song is neat. Makes me wag my finger. Yeah, but the door closes behind us. Under those circumstances, it said, we hope you're ready for what triumph is that. Oh. Oh no. What could possibly go wrong? You know what? I should just leave you guys to sort yourselves out. Focus on the actual, like, annoying guys first. Walking up here, huh? Oh yeah, because the Cacowards are in the way. Oh. On the plus side, since I think we're playing Vanilla Doom, because I have yet to pick up the Super Shotgun. There's a non-zero chance I won't have to put up with certain types of enemies, including the Pain Elemental. I still don't know why he's called a Pain Elemental. Because there's nothing about him that's particularly painful, he's just annoying. I mean, he's not even painful, like the Pain Elemental himself, while embodying the elements of pain, doesn't actually hurt you in any fashion, never deals any damage. Now look, it's slightly off floors. Don't forget, the first shot of your chain gun is always dead on. Technically speaking, your pistol is better if you're looking for ammo security, because I think the second shot is subject to your usual inaccuracies. So you're kind of playing with fire if you're trying to be super accurate, but it fires a lot faster than the pistol does, which fires like this. You also have to wait a second to fire again, so you can't just hold it down properly, so there's a lot of unsatisfying. There's a lot of juice behind using the minigun for sniping. The chain gun. It's called the chain gun, but I never get it right, because I'm used to the term minigun. I don't know where the chain on the chain gun is the other problem, because I'm a dumb. I don't know things. That's for people to do. That's the exit. And that's how you get the armor. Okay, let's just look at the map. Think, thunk, use my brain space. Make it go tick-tock, tick-tock, goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, goes the clock. I love it. Oh no, where are you? Man, it's weird to be using a rocket launcher. Because again, I don't often use the rocket launcher. I find it a bit of a clumsy weapon. The wind up, the fact that projectiles are pretty big, so you're often going to just hit the floor, and then you'll be sad about it because you hit the floor, you didn't hit your thing. And you kind of sigh and you lean back and you smoke a pipe and you're like, what shall I spend my lovely day upon? Oh no. This angry baby boy is all over the place. But can I make infighting happen? Hopefully. Save me a lot of hassle. I feel like I'm unlucky with those. I'm pretty sure they're not that durable. Yeah. Rocket launcher's really good. Chain gun's pretty good against Cacowards demons, surprisingly. Their stun chance is high enough that the chainsaw is actually also a pretty decent alternative. If you have no ammo, using the chainsaw is not a terrible idea on these guys. I guess they're not terrible against the... Yeah, they wouldn't be bad against the Revenant either. Why are you up there? I guess a rocket blasted him up or something? I can't imagine why I'd go up there, although I do know that their AI is like default floating up. I mean, you just feel like the way the damage values work. Yeah, I can pick up the plasma gun. I don't need the plasma gun, but you might say, why do you not take the plasma gun? It's a decent weapon. It is a decent weapon, and I do think that the plasma gun has a time and a place where it's useful. But I don't think right now... Actually, since I'm kind of touchy-feely about the rocket situation, so... Oh, I never touched this one. And I think this is just this is the end. Things will never be the same again. That's all the items. We get 100% on the level. Prototype. The bonus level. Bonus stage. And this... And when I said this doesn't feel very satisfying, I think part of the lack of satisfaction is entirely because Guncaster has a lot more visceral hurt sounds when you get hit by something. So attacks feel a lot more devastating than they actually are. Like, they might just be baby bean hits. But because Guncaster's like, "Urgh! Urgh," it feels so much worse instead of the "Urgh," of the Doom guy. Better not be checking my feet. So, because of the way that we have hit scan enemies and all that, having a little bit of movement, a little bit of spring in our step isn't a bad idea. Staying mobile is vital. Get out of here, little stinker. Busy, busy, busy. Man, this armor is paying its dividends like nobody's tomorrow. Out of here. Who knew such simple camouflage could have such great effects? Pick up the Berserk pack later when I need it. Cool. I heard you. Where are you? Cool. Enemy eliminated. Man, I will never ever forget that stupid trainer, where the person did a little activation sound, because the way trainers work as cheat devices, in case you're not familiar with them, a trainer is a cheat device. You can install on your, where is this? He's up there. I forget. I think Lost Soul spawns in, which is a neat system. I like that idea a lot. That's a cool idea. A trainer is a cheat device that actively alters game variables while the game is running, allowing you to have something like infinite health and ammo and higher experience counts, etc. Now, okay, what was going on? So, because the trainer has to activate before the program is turned on, and the cheat codes can only be turned on once the program is running, you needed some sort of audio verification, because you couldn't see your desktop while the thing was being turned on, in all sense. You know, the game was, generally speaking, put on full screen, because that's how gamers play their games. Even though I exclusively play windowed, because no, I don't like that. That's not how I roll, thank you. I didn't buy a desktop so I could play like I had a fucking TV screen. Putting the little chicanery aside for a second. Usually they gave trainers like a little a sound bite that it could play. It's like, hey, you activated this trainer code, or you deactivated this trainer code. And one of them had activation and deactivation phrases, which sounded like blacktivated and de-blacktivated, which to me was hilarious. It's like, how do you fuck it up so bad? Now you're talking about colors. How can something truly be blacktivated? It just sounds like something from a really shitty, like, trying way too hard. I'm a black guy. This is black guy culture guy, you know? Where it's like blacktivated. No. It sounds like a white guy's trying to fit in. Like, way too hard. And that's like the best thing he could come up with in like for the 5 seconds he had to do it. Oh my goodness, I can just see it in a shit show, like, we must blacktivate our powers. Ugh. I can't stand that freaking trainer, but it's stuck with me forever because it's just fucking dumb and I love it. It's not so bad that I would smooch it, like I would some other things. But, oh no, not a desynchronized, no. He's acting up, thank you. Thank you for just ruining my life. I feel like Patrick was like, who are all you people? Because I don't know who any of you are. Never gave me your name tag. She just kind of showed up to work one day. Oh yeah, that's... I just realized I'll just stop after this video because I technically have the 10-minute minimum I tend to go after. I don't know why my stomach is being all gurgly. Gurgly-wurgly, and I hate it. I will give myself a gut punch if it would solve it. And not one of them baby punches. I just go for the whole hog, kaboom! Because I don't like this feeling. On top of it just generally being disruptive. Okay, fine, I will confess. I always thought what he said was what Triumph he said. Instead of what Triumph is that. Okay. Baby, no. Baby, no. Baby, no. Baby, please. Why such rude babies? Angry babies. You know, there was for the longest time I thought, you know, you only get those bleepity bloops when you're playing Doom 2, but no, apparently the bullet trigger switches exist in Doom 1 as well. So, to anyone who sees one of those old videos and wonders why I wasn't shooting stuff, there you go. Also, this is like a test on how tiny you can make the hitboxes or something, because that's tiny, man. Oh, this part's not great. This part's terrible. and die. See, the biggest problem with rockets is since they have so much travel time to them, your enemy might be able to loosen another shot by the time you actually hit them. Which is a unique weakness you need to consider. It's also a huge weakness of the BFG, but you're not going to use the BFG at range. It's just so much better up close. Up close, the BFG's power is so much greater, and its effect is so much more instant, and you get out those extra tracers that do extra damage. By tracers, I mean line tracings. You know, like hit scans. They're basically, it's a shotgun of hit scans. I should look up how those work, but there's never like a diagram. It's always like, no, this is how they work, and no one ever bothers to properly like, oh, this is how they work, like, from a hard standpoint. It's just like me, they're all like, oh, what triumph we said, instead of explaining it, writing it down. Man, it sucks to be you. Usually just pepper them with bullets. There's still one dude left, and there's a bunch of items that you have to pick up. So, don't mind me if I say ça va. I think ça va is the proper word there. If you happen to speak French, just slap me 5 times across the cheeks if I got that one wrong. Whoopsh. But we've got all the secrets. Though, I do want to know where this dude is. Because how could I miss a bad guy? There he is. Look at this poor in his... Oh, he's an inspector. That explains A, why I didn't notice him, and B, why I didn't actually care. Huh? He could have easily made those windows solid. No, he couldn't. Because making the windows solid would have stopped the Caco demons from working right. Also, there's some ammo and equipment I didn't pick up originally. Because I don't think I went in here. Well, that brings my item count up. Oh, I see another item from here. Might as well pick that up. Because usually they seem to make items that are required for the collectible count. Okay, it's armor. Well, whatever. And the Berserk Pack. Might as well pick that one up. Get my item count to completion. He's such a hairy arm. He's such a hairy arm! Oatmeal. Welcome to a level that I don't like. You will learn soon enough. For now, know about this. Jesus, that was lucky. Next time, what triumph is that? What triumph is that?